And I knew that perfectly well, that even if I saw that these things actually made the children uneasy, was also very clear that they didn't really have much to set against this. And I also knew that if she really gets a hold on them, if she gets them into her web, then they are lost and I am lost, and you might add she will be lost too, because this ain't gonna end, you know. Me being out of the picture will only move the whole thing, the whole battle, to some other playground. And I tried to be aware, but there were these small signs, but them, like, they knew that they were not supposed to engage or be participating in anything that had to do with me. Like, even if only it was about watching a film or having a walk, whatever. This, even if it actually would be something that they would be interested in, there was something forbidden taking part of this so-called, or what you might call my world. And this almost neurotic thing about keeping me out of things, keeping me out of everything. And a part of this actually may have been to protect me, so there would be nothing to actually get hooked upon. You know, this has never worked, because not having anything concrete will only be her using something abstract instead, you know. This will do just as good as anything. But I knew that as soon as she gets them between her jaws, behind her long teeth, they will be lost, because then she will not ever again let go of them, because as soon as she has them within custody, she may tell them more or less anything. And yeah, you know, him not being well now, you probably noticed this and that, and you mentioned this, and these are typical symptoms. I know all of this. I've been living with this for so many years, and tried to alert him about this, but you know, he won't even touch these things, which is a shame. And the best thing that we can do now to help him is leaving him on his own, so that he won't need to become messed up in his heart and soul and mind over things. Get the time he needs to sort things out, make his life function, and well, you might perhaps expect that part of the plan actually was that it would appear that this was really a last minute action, because right after this you would see things collapse, and for some reason she had this hunch, this notion that this was about to happen, and took this bold step right into the core of his madness and rescue them. And then they would see for themselves either me becoming mad, which means mentally ill, or perhaps completely untouched, keeping out, waiting for things to fade, which they would not. Because what would be the end to this? When would I be supposed to be rehabilitated? And who is supposed to judge over that? There's only one doctor in the whole world, as you may have guessed. And yeah, this would be one way of handling things. Or you might perhaps try and transmit that you will not panic over things like this, because these are control behaviors, and I'm not into that kind of things. I'm a laid back guy. This would only prove that, yeah, as you see, he doesn't actually care. You might expect this to arouse like a hurricane of emotions. Most people this would be the case, but he's completely indifferent. Or number 3, which is actually the most probable development, is some kind of panic. And I will actually go deeper into this subject of panicking, because you know, things are not always what they may look like.